Hi, this is Ethan Reeves, the developer of Genie and founder of Ifrit Technologies. In this quick video, we're going to be looking at features for the administrator slash team leader. So everything here is going to be happening through the website rather than the Chrome extension. All of these other videos have happened through the Chrome extension, which is available up here, but to administer your team, you're going to want to log in through the website extempgenie.com. Once you log into your account there, you'll be dumped out at a page that looks something like this. Now, all of the data in here is fake data. There aren't any real students' data and information and analytic logs that I'm going to be showing you. So keep that in mind that some of this is not going to be perfectly accurate to what you would see in the real world. But the basics will all be the same. So right here on the first section that we have, team, right? So this is the team page here, lets you view who is on your team. So that brings up the question, what exactly is a team when it comes to Genie? So a team is a group of students along with the team leader. In general, the team leader is going to purchase the accounts themselves, and everyone who is on the team managed by that team leader, all of their evidence is going to synchronize together. That's anything that's added to their folders and collections. That includes articles, cards, query filed research, and bills. All of that's going to synchronize between all of the team members so that all the students can stay in sync and get their work done together. Okay, so how do you get the team set up? You're going to need to invite new members once you initially purchase Genie. One thing to remember is that when you're inviting a new member, they already have to have signed up for an account at extempgenie.com/signup. So let's see that in practice. We're going to click Invite New Member, type in the email. Like I said, these are test emails that I'm using right here, and we're going to add them as a student. There we have it. We just added another member. Okay, looking at what we specifically can see about each member. Each member has a role. For instance, Justin Freeborn here is a student. And each member, if they have any devices that they've logged into under your account, those devices are listed here. This is very useful and probably the thing that you're going to do most commonly. If someone, for instance, loses their laptop, Genie's not going to know that they're not using that license anymore. If that's the case, you're going to want to log into this page and click the Log Out button next to that device listed under their name. We can also remove a member from the team or change their role. So what do the roles mean inside of Genie? There are 3 roles. The first is team leader. Team leader can do anything and everything. There is only one team leader. The licenses are under their account. They manage membership. Under the account, they can see analytic statistics on what their students are doing, and they can change and edit anything within the app. The next type of role is that of a student. A student is, well, a student. They don't have administrative privileges, they can't manage team membership, they don't manage any of the billing functions, and they can't see analytic statistics. But they can still fully use the app with one exception. A student cannot delete a collection or folder that has things inside of it. This is to ensure that you don't have a novice member come in and accidentally delete all of your team's research, which would be an absolute travesty. The next role that you can have on a team is captain. A captain is just like a student, but a captain can delete anything. So this is going to be one of your more senior members on your team who you trust to manage the team's evidence. Okay, so that's basically everything you need to know about managing team membership. The next thing that we're going to look at is analytics. Now, Genie collects detailed analytic statistics on how your students are using the app. You can use this however you like. If you'd like to assign grades based upon it, that can absolutely work. Or you can use it as just a more general overview of how your students are performing inside of the app. Like I said, these are all fake accounts, so they don't actually have any real analytic statistics behind them because none of the students exist, therefore they haven't been doing anything. But if this was your team dashboard, you'd be able to see exactly what your students had been doing. There are a couple different metrics that are measured. We can measure time reading, how many highlights the students have made, how many articles they've added to collections, how many cards they've cut, and how many practice questions they've submitted. The metric I would recommend that you focus most on is time spent reading. Since the advent of autofiling, which Genie pioneered, it really doesn't make sense to grade or judge students based upon how many articles that they're saving, since that isn't the most important thing. What the most important thing is no longer having the content, since that's there by default. The most important thing is reading and understanding the content. So I would recommend, if you plan on grading your students based upon the analytics here, that you grade them more so based upon time reading, highlights, cards cut, and questions submitted. On this page also, over here, you can set the time increment that we're going to be looking at, 7 days, 14 days, etc. This lets you get an overall overview of how your team's been performing throughout the year or in just a specific time increment. Great. The one next thing that exists in the analytics is the ability to look at a specific student's stuff. So you can see here that we have a leaderboard down here in addition to the graph, and this is going to list your students by their rank for the metric that you've specifically chosen to look at. That's very useful if you want to assign, for instance, percentile ranks and base your grades upon that. So let me do that a little bit slower. What I just did there was I clicked on one of these students, and then we can see more detailed analytics about what this student specifically has been doing. We can see all of the different metrics and a graph of them over time. Let's hop back over to Team Analytics. So that's about all there is to see with Team Analytics. There's a lot of very powerful features there that let you grade, keep tabs on your students, and make sure that they're using the software to the fullest extent, and make sure that they are preparing themselves and learning the material they need to be for their upcoming competitions. The last thing that you can do on the administrative dashboard is, of course, purchase licenses. You can purchase licenses instantly online through a credit card form that will pop up there, or you can email me directly to sort out a purchase order. One thing to mention about purchasing licenses is that if you purchase one license now and 2 licenses later, that's exactly the same price as purchasing all 3 licenses right now. So when you purchase the licenses doesn't matter, just the total number that you actually purchase does. So that's everything there is to see from the Team Analytic dashboard. Oh, there's actually one more thing here. Over in this top corner is a very important section where we can see your name, your email, how many licenses you've purchased, and how many licenses are in use. That's very important for you to keep track to make sure that everything's installed properly and that you don't go over your license limit. Okay, that's everything there is to see on the Team dashboard.